rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.
That's right. Taylor 500 help. Spring and summer season is here. You want to call Taylor for their Plumbing Safety Essentials Plus plan. Save $100 on Bradford White water heaters. Get free diagnostic fees. No overtime charges on emergency repairs with an additional 15% discount. You know, Taylor, Tom, has been around since 1947, and I was in 6 houses over the weekend, and 3 of them, and I even took a picture to prove it, had Taylor plumbing and heating stickers on the side of the furnaces. You know why? That's half. So I don't have to do the fractions, but I'm just going to tell you, it's because they're so good. Taylor Heating and Plumbing for everything you need. Air conditioning, heating, plumbing, home energy. They do it all. Duct cleaning. Call Jerry at Taylor 500 help. And we love our sponsors and we want you to support them. So it's lawn mowing season. Everyone and their uncle were out mowing the lawn. Precision Lawn and Garden. If your lawnmower crap the bed, they've got great ones. 195 North Avenue in Webster, open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 9 to noon. Precision Lawn and Garden has been providing Rochester surrounding areas professional sales, service, and parts since 1969. They've got it all. Steel products, Cub Cadet, Ferris and Toro. They have it all. Justin and Kimberly at Precision Lawn and Garden in Webster. And brand new sponsor is going to make your driveway look great. It's Express Sealers. And if you're looking for steady work and good pay, they're hiring Express Sealers. You want to call them 645-2010, 645-2010 if you're looking for a job. Express Sealers makes your curb appeal look nicer than nothing looks nicer than a freshly sealed driveway. And they're not one of those door knocker sealing companies. Protect your investment. Power trimmed edges. They treat grease spots. Thick, professional, hand-applied commercial grade seal coat. Express Sealers. Give them a buzz and support our advertisers. We appreciate it.
Live from the We the People broadcast studio that represents the Mask-Free 7 podcast here in sunny Irondequoit.
Woo!
It's Kimberly.
And Tom Morgan.
Just Tom.
Just Tom. It's Kimberly and just Tom. But we are glad to see you. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Did you get by over the weekend? Did you survive it?
I always get by.
Yeah?
Why? Was there an apocalypse? I missed it?
I don't know. I hope not.
Did the zombies show up?
That could be any day.
The zombies are coming?
In the city of Rochester. You never know who's going to show up.
All right.
So, hi.
Hi.
It's Monday.
Your hair looks fantastic.
Thank you. Got it did over the weekend.
Nice.
You know, because it was gray. It's that age thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell my age. It's not a polite thing to ask. But I'm old enough to live in one of those communities for special adults.
Right.
You know what I mean? The over 55. I mean, we've been talking about, hey, let's just sell our house because house prices are they're so booming.
Yeah.
And so I told my husband, let's just sell. Move into one of those communities, something we'll rent until we go down south.
Did he sell his Dogecoin? Sell.
I know. Is it down today?
Sell.
Is Dogecoin down?
It's actually up a little today, but it was down over the weekend.
So Kimberly's Revolution brought to you by Rockvox Productions. We thank Fitz at Rockvox Productions. If I could talk, that'd be fantastic. I only do it for a living. We thank Fitz. If you are someone who is together with a bunch of friends and you think you could do a podcast, he will make sure that you have all the tools that you need and set you up and get you started. Fitz at Rockvox Productions. And thank you to Austin, who is producing Kimberly's Revolution in the We the Podcast studios, which we've got a green room.
We do.
We've got a green room. And hi, everyone that's listening right now, Elaine and Michelle. And so we are the same age. We are not old. You're right, Michelle. We're not old.
Do I have to paint it green, actually?
The green room?
Yeah. Or is it just a terminology?
No, it's just terminology.
Because it's brown.
But we have a picture. Look at our
Yeah.
You even had snacks in the
I
green
had-
room
well,
on Friday.
Christina brought the snacks.
Oh, really?
Thank you, Christina.
Yeah. Because you guys had a big to-do. A big podcast happened on
Yeah.
Friday afternoon,
Sure
right?
did.
So now we're legit. Now I think we can say
We're too legit to quit.
Yes.
All right.
We are hip. And I saw that and I'm like, you did some major work in like a day, because that was filled with boxes. Things needed to be broken down. We have because this used to be an old house
Yes.
right here on Titus.
Yeah, a dentist lived here.
Used to be a dentist. He lived here. He had his office here. He raised his family here. And we're on the second floor where the bedrooms were. In fact, this was the master bedroom. And then there's a full bathroom. And you had the shower stacked with
Right.
boxes. And I'm like, we have to make the bathroom pretty.
Mhm.
And so Lori, your wife, and I discussed what kind of colors we need to have in the bathroom.
Right.
And I said, you need to get rid of all the boxes. And you did that. You follow orders really
I
well.
do. You want to know something really creepy about this room when we bought the house?
Yeah.
It was all full of mirrors.
What?
Everywhere. There was mirrors. This whole wall was a big
Bow,
mirror.
chicka, wow,
The
wow.
ceiling was a mirror. There was mirrors everywhere.
Was the guy Dirk Diggler?
I'm not sure.
Dirk Diggler, the dentist?
Maybe there was another form
Some
of
mirrors on the
podcast
ceiling.
up here.
I don't. Oof. Wow. Can I tell you the creepiest thing? I was showing a client,
You
Aunt
mean
Mel.
more creepy than your
Yeah, because this was
Miss-
strange.
than your Miss Saskatchewan 1980.
It wasn't Saskatchewan.
Your-
We'll get to that in a
Your
second.
Miss Sassafras beauty pageant.
Yes, I'm a pageant girl. But no, I
All
was
right.
showing a house, and this goes back a couple of months in Charlotte. And for some reason, there was carpet all over the walls. I mean, realtors could probably tell you horror stories, and I'm a newbie realtor. And so it's interesting when I walk in and go, oh my God, what the hell is this? But mirrors all over the walls of a bedroom might
Yeah.
freak me out a little. But we were looking in this one room and they had carpet all over the walls, and it looked like someone had committed Harry Carey in the, you know what I mean? There were stains all over the carpet. I'm like, what the hell went on in this room?
Well, nobody wanted to hear them, that's for sure.
And it was some shade of something from back in the day, but it was shag on the walls.
Which shag carpet did you have in your bedroom? I had the blue and green intertwined color.
I
shag.
had red.
You had the red?
I had red. Yeah, with shades of like brown, like flecks
Yeah.
of brown in it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Shag carpet was the bomb. We got to bring that back.
That was awful. I don't even want to know what was growing in our carpet. It's so
We
carpet.
need to start a 70s renovation.
I hate
renovation,
carpet.
whatever it is.
If you're redoing your house, get rid of all the carpet. From a realtor, this is one piece of advice you get today. Get rid of all your carpet.
Go with the plywood.
Yes, go. Except for my husband went to, because he's finishing the garage. He's making it look like one of those Italian garages. You know, the type
Got the screen.
they have the screen and they have the whole big thing.
Right.
So he went to get, what's that, Luan board or whatever it is?
Luan.
Luan.
Little cork
It's like board that he can, instead of sanding down and patching in the garage, he just wants to put up board and then paint over it.
Yeah. It's a really thin.
There's just none. There's none. Home Depot, Lowe's, we called all the places. They have none. The stuff that they do have, instead of $17 for whatever he needs, is now like $53.
I know.
Yeah.
Plywood's insane.
How about no? How about no? We're not going to do that. How about no?
How about no?
So I said, you're just either going to have to grin and bear it and sand it and paint it and patch all the holes that are in the
I thought you
garage.
were selling it.
We don't know what we're doing.
Tell them
We
to
have-
not bother.
Janet says, hi, Kimberly and Tom. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
We hope everyone's listening to Kimberly's Revolution on YouTube. The great thing about this show is that you can go back on YouTube and watch at your convenience, or on Apple Podcasts. And if you would do us a favor and just give us a like and subscribe to our podcast channel. Kimberly's Revolution was a thing, and now it's the We the People podcast YouTube channel, right?
Well, they're separate.
They're separate. I mean, you can see it on all of them, but
Separate but equal.
if you could just subscribe and like us, we would
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Okay, so I saw an interesting statistic. 63% of people who bought a home in the United States in 2020 bought the house sight unseen.
That's crazy.
63% of people bought a house without ever going to the house, going through it, checking out the bathroom, checking out creepy basements. They bought a house without going to see it. That's nuts.
It's nuts.
It's nuts to me. But if you would have asked me a year ago, hey, we recommend you not have a property inspection,
Right.
I would have told you to go F yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But now I can't tell my clients, hey, listen, you need a property inspection, because that will almost cancel them out immediately. It will almost take them right out of the running for the house.
Right.
Can you imagine buying a house without seeing it first?
No.
What kind of craziness? But 63% of you that are watching and listening bought a house last year without seeing it. You can't, from pictures. And I will say there are some really great photographers out there that can really do justice to the ugliest house. You get a good photographer to take pictures, and your house can look like the Taj Mahal when it's a little bitty Brady Bunch split level, right? You just have to have the right photographer. I mean, I can't imagine you actually go to see the house for the first time and it's completely different than what you thought it was going to be. What's your out? You don't have one.
We are seeing a slight change in the market, I think.
Yeah.
I think that the oversupply is loosening a little.
Yeah.
So if you're in the market still, be patient. I think there's more supply coming on, and I think it's loosening up a little bit. So in the next month, I think it'll be a little bit closer, unquote, to normal.
To norm?
Yeah, but
that would be great.
But right now, it's still pretty crazy.
I wrote 3 offers today. I'm out there working.
Right.
I'm out there working for Revere Realty. That's what I'm doing.
We appreciate it.
If you are looking to buy or sell, give me a call, Kay Goodman at Revere Realty. Just send me an email, kgoodman@revererealty.com. There is the BLM co-founder.
Yes.
You know who she is,
She's
right?
a real estate tycoon.
She has a $3 million mansion as well as other real estate holdings. And she says that real estate is inherently, in and of itself, racist. Because I know, I don't know how she backs that up, but she says that Black owners of real estate has not really changed. The percentage of Black owners of homes hasn't changed in the last 40 years. And my question is, where is she getting her data? Because I think that's completely wrong. And I don't think real estate is inherently racist at all. I think real estate agents are happy to help anyone.
Right. It's called green.
Yeah, it's called green. It's called money.
Right.
I will willingly help anyone buy or sell their home.
Well, there probably is a larger percentage of minorities that do rent as opposed to own. Mm-hmm. And ownership, home, as far as real estate values for a neighborhood, home ownership is the number one issue for holding property values.
Yeah.
The more ownership you have as opposed to renters, depending on any neighborhood, is always better.
We didn't even own our own home till 1972. My mom and dad rented. I was like getting ready to go to kindergarten when they finally were able to buy their own home. They had rented. I mean, I think that's, for people who are up and coming and just middle class, lower middle class, and that's what we were. In the town of Buckner, Missouri, we were lower middle class. And my dad worked at the Ford plant,
right?
And they didn't have the means to buy a house.
You were paying for all those beauty pageants when you were a little girl.
Yes, exactly. Right. So I don't think
all those lessons playing the piano.
I think if you find the right realtor and find the right mortgage program, you can buy a house no matter what your situation is.
Sure.
I have clients right now who are FHA, first-time buyers. We're getting them set up. I'm helping them. They're going to get a house. It kills me. I know, because that's another thing, that if you want a property inspection, that's a mark against you. Unfortunately, not me. I mean, I would never, but in FHA too, sometimes people are going, I don't know, FHA can be tricky. So we're not even going to consider FHA offers. So the market is crazy.
Well, hang in there, guys.
We're hanging in. Yes. So I posted a picture over the weekend.
Yes, I saw it.
When I was a real ginger, when my hair color was red legit. And you've never seen that picture, right?
I have not, no.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
That's me. 1983. I was a pageant girl. Someone asked, were you going to prom in a crown? And I'm like, and even Austin said, Why are you going to? No, I had won my local beauty pageant.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Miss Sassafras.
I thought you were prom queen.
I was at, but I was at too.
Was it at the Cherry Blossom Festival?
Yeah, I was Miss Chicken Feed in Buckner, Missouri. Miss Chicken Feed.
It was Miss Chicken Feed.
Yeah, Miss Sue, Miss Sal, Miss Piglet.
Right.
No, but anyway, so I won my local pageant.
Okay.
It's my only claim to fame.
It is better than touching the first foul ball at Frontier Field, though.
I got to get my money out of that. But that is legit hair right there. I am a redhead by trade.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously by, being so vain, I'm now blonde.
All right. Well, we'll get to that. That's part of my Tom's Good one take of the day.
Is it?
Yes.
So that's I actually went to Miss Missouri. I know you make fun of my Miss Chicken Feed title of Buckner, Missouri, but that, I grew up in a small town of like 12, 1,300 people.
Well, just remember that picture is going to be on your casket.
I still have that crown.
Of course you do.
I might wear it naked, just walking around the house.
I'm sure
you
have. I'm sure you have already.
We're living the old days. All right. So I watched something over the weekend on Netflix. Did you watch anything over the weekend?
I've been working a lot lately, so I haven't. Just American Idol. We're American Idol fans.
It's tax day. Did you know that?
Well, it's tax day for income taxes.
Yeah. So what are you talking about? You're busy because it's tax time, right?
Grievance day is coming up.
Oh, you mean the 25th. High property taxes that we pay in this state?
For the tax opposer. Yeah. So we're busy.
Give me frozen water.
That's part of the one good take here. Wait a minute. We got to see what she does. Okay. All right. Everything looks good so far.
Okay.
All right. It's a science experiment.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were busy doing tax stuff and appraisals over the weekend?
We're getting our clients ready to file.
Yeah. So if you think you have an issue with your property tax.
The tax opposer.
Here in the state of New York, taxopposer.com, right?
Yep.
Tax opposer. If your taxes have gone up exponentially for no reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense to you. There's no legit reason for it to happen.
Well, next year is going to be the big year because all these towns are going to come after us. Property values on average, I'm guessing 15-20% increase year over year.
Really?
Monroe County historically is 3% on average, and we're probably at least 15% in the last year because of this whole COVID disaster.
Yeah. So
look out. It's coming next year. Taxman's coming knocking on your door.
Yeah, it's coming, right?
Yeah.
So you were busy working. While I was helping my husband open the pool because he couldn't get the board
so you were helping him or yelling at him?
I was watching Netflix and supervising.
Oh, right. That's your kind of helping.
That's my kind of helping. I like to supervise.
Glass of Chardonnay.
Give Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio. I'm not a Chardonnay girl, but I have pictures of the before and after on the pool. It turned out so much better this year than it did last year. I don't know, Austin, do you have those pictures of before and after up there? Oh, there we go.
Nice.
That was before, and that's the after.
Nice.
Not too bad, right? So I think I've talked my husband into getting one of those little, cleaners that kind of circles the pool. I don't have one of those.
Roombas for pool.
The Roomba of the swimming pool.
Roombas.
Yeah. You have to have one. So I think
it's not like you're going to vacuum the pool anyways, do you?
No, I never do that. Yeah. I'll take the skimmer and I'll go around the skimmer.
So what's his name? What's the pool boy's name?
Ricardo.
Ricardo,
my husband / boyfriend. Pool boy.
Does he wear a thong when he does the pool?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's so hot. But that's what we did. I also watched.
That a boy, Rich.
So I always like to give a little tidbit of something I read or watched over the weekend on Netflix. And
all right.
Last year, after I got fired by the radio station, and I was taking my courses for my real estate license, which last year they were all online. It might be easier this year because they might be having them like in class real estate courses, which I hear are much easier than trying to do the course online by yourself. I would do like 5 or 6 hours of the course a day every morning. And then I would go out to the pool the rest of the afternoon and I would read. I actually went to the library in Greece and got a library card for the first time in like 30 years.
Wow. Because
I didn't want to waste money buying books. So I rented this book from the library called The Woman in the Window. And it's by an author named A.J. Finn. And now they made it into a movie and it's on Netflix and it's starring Amy Adams is the woman in the window. And
Okay.
she suffers from agoraphobia.
She Uncle Fester's daughter.
Yeah, the woman in the window. Yeah. Julianne Moore is in it.
Okay.
And
I know her.
Yeah, you know Julianne Moore.
Is that the This Is Us girl? Or no, that's the other one.
Jesus. Just Tom.
Just Julianne Moore.
What are we gonna do with you?
I don't know.
What are we
Just
gonna
take
do
me out
with
back
you?
and shoot me.
I know. Yeah. So the woman in the window is on Netflix now.
Okay.
So I was like, I came across it while I was watching Rich, and helping him vacuum the pool, and I said, the book I read, I think that's the book I read. So I went back and I kind of looked it up because I was keeping a tally of all the books that I was reading while I was unemployed.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was one of them.
So this is a chick flick?
Very no, it's kind of a crime mystery kind of. No, I think you and Lori would like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you would.
Nobody's shooting anybody up?
She's an alcoholic and an agoraphobic, so she's got issues.
Okay.
And there is a murder in it. I will tell you that someone gets murdered. So I don't know. You might like it. The Woman in the Window. It's on Netflix.
All right.
That's
Well,
all.
Lori, you heard that, so
I'm
so mark
saying-
it down.
So before we get into the hardcore stuff, I know that you're not. You
Hardcore stuff.
You don't know the videos.
I don't know the videos.
No,
I
we're going to talk about the CDC and Demo Cuomo.
Okay.
We're going to talk about
I was busy being a good dad
instead of watching videos.
instead of watching videos.
So back in the day when YouTube kind of got started,
Mhm.
we all remember what the viral sensation videos were, right?
No.
And you don't. So I saw a story this morning, and you remember the Charlie Bit Me video?
I'm excited to see it.
Charlie bit me. Ow! That video, you don't remember? Well, those kids are grown up now. This one right here. Can we play this, Austin, from the beginning?
Oh, I think I do remember this.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw it in 2017 though.
Ah! Oh, ouch!
Ow.
Ouch! Ouch, Charlie! Ow! Charlie, that really hurt.
Look at that baby.
No, Charlie bit me.
Yeah.
And that really hurt. Charlie. Still
How cute.
hurt.
Yeah. So I think 881 million views on that video alone. Well, those kids are grown up now. The little boy that's doing the biting, he's 14.
Oh,
Charlie is 14 and Harry, his brother, is 17.
all right.
They're auctioning off their video.
Definitely looks like white
For
privilege to me.
Whatever fungible, they're British, actually. So they are the stars of Charlie Bit My Finger are auctioning off their video as non-fungible token, which it makes it they're going to be automatic millionaires. They're going to be automatic because this video was really one of the first viral sensation videos. I mean, you don't remember. It's from 2007, really when YouTube started to take off. But that's smart, right? That their parents had the video out, the camera running at the time, or the phone, whatever it was. I don't even know. Did phones in 2007 have video capability? I don't think. Austin?
I don't think so. At least nothing worth watching. You know, it was
I
like-
just
I
remember
think I had a flip phone of some nature, right?
I had a flip phone in 2007 still.
You were texting with T9. Remember, you had to click it like 6 times to
Oh,
get the, to get the
yeah. But those are
the
those
word to
boys.
change.
Those are those boys now. And they're all
Yeah.
grown up and they're going to make a killing off their parents videotaping and just throwing it up on the internet, which like wasn't even a thing back in the day
right.
until it
What
was a
took
big
them
thing.
so long?
I don't know.
They need the money now.
They're probably big
Going
and
getting their college money ready.
they're exactly
Right.
they are getting their college. So you never saw this because I'm sorry. You are being a good dad.
I was being a good dad. Yes.
Okay, you're being a good dad.
Right.
So the other big viral video sensation of 2007 was another video, and you've never seen this one either with the
I don't
dog,
know.
right?
I may have seen it.
I can't decide which my favorite video is. If it's the dog video or if it's the Charlie bit my finger. But I can't imagine this guy not making millions off of this too. But here it is.
Food. I just couldn't stop thinking about it.
Hmm?
So, yeah. So, I went to the fridge and I opened up the meat drawer. You know what the meat drawer is, right?
Yeah. What was in there?
Well, I'll tell you what was in there. You know that bacon that's like maple? It's got maple flavor.
The maple kind, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I took that out and I thought,
Yeah.
I know who would like that. Me. So I ate it.
Oh, no. You're kidding me.
Nope.
That's
Not
adorable.
kidding. I also noticed there was some beef in there. Yeah, steak, juicy. Well, I ate that too. But I went back to the fridge just a few minutes ago and I put something together really special. You're going to love this one. I took some chicken.
Yeah.
I put some cheese on it and I covered it with
what?
I covered it with cat treats.
Yeah.
Then guess what?
What?
I gave it to the cat.
That is one of the
Yeah,
best.
that's a classic.
One of the best videos on YouTube, and it occurred at about the same time, I think, that Charlie bit my finger. But
Yeah.
but these guys are cashing in now.
Yeah,
Just one creative idea. A couple of seconds on videoing. I mean, now it's like you see it all the time,
yeah.
right? This is an everyday occurrence on TikTok.
Yeah, I told you,
Right.
Lori's trying to get Bailey Marie to talk. So we'll see how that works out.
Like,
She's really
tired.
bored.
She's tired of talking to you.
Probably.
You're not
She's
much
really
of a
bored.
conversationalist. I understand.
Well, the
that.
dog is loud. It barks constantly.
Yeah.
So I said to Lori, I says, well, why the hell do we want the dog to bark more? Right? Don't we want it to bark less? Right?
Apparently, she'd rather have a conversation
Yeah,
with the dog, just Tom,
Yes.
than with you.
She's teaching the dog how to talk. So we'll see. Well,
like,
I'll give you updates. Our
How long you been married?
30
Yeah, she's tired of
Two?
talking to you. She's so tired of talking to you.
So the first word the dog has now is water. She's trying to teach the dog the word water.
How's that working out?
I can't tell the difference. She says Bailey Marie can say water. So
Can she?
So we'll give you an update when it happens.
Okay. Can she? All right. Hey, we're doing the mask mambo, right? So was it over the weekend or Friday? Was it Friday that the CDC came out and said that you don't have to wear a mask outside? That
Right.
basically you don't have to wear a mask inside. That it's really up to the businesses now, right?
I thought there was no real law that said you actually had to wear a mask outside.
There's not.
So now
There's not. There's absolutely.
So now they're saying, yes, you don't have to wear a mask, even though they never said you actually did.
So, Comrade Cuomo, has basically said that he is agreeing with the CDC, and unless you're in a hospital or a doctor's office or an airplane or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you're free to follow the CDC guidelines.
Oh,
Thank you so much. I just don't know what I would do if we didn't have Cuomo's guidance on such, very life important decisions.
right.
However, would we think for ourselves? I didn't wear a mask one time over the weekend. Not one time did I wear a mask over the weekend. We were out. We went into Home Depot. Home Depot still has a sign up that says
Yes.
you must wear a
It's
mask.
very scary there.
Screw it. I'm not wearing
No?
a mask. No. We went in because we bought some things they're called post lights for the top of our deck,
Mm-hmm.
and they were the wrong color. So we took them all back. And I stood there the whole time, and someone whispered in that lady, "Are you going to tell her to put a mask on?" I was staring them right down. I was waiting for them to tell me, and I was going to say, CDC says I didn't have to.
Right.
So I don't have to. I am not wearing a mask.
I've only had enough guts to just go in and out of a gas station like 5 minutes. I haven't gotten the guts yet for Wegmans and the other things.
See, you've been brainwashed.
I have been.
With
Well,
the rest of the sheep.
It's not that I've been brainwashed. I'm just afraid. That's all.
What,
Fear.
What are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of everything.
Why are you afraid?
I'm afraid.
So, Chad
Chad,
Hummel.
he has another update, by the way. He's going to break it on Some Matt Clark's
Shannon's show, someone else's
Shannon.
show.
One of the other Mask-Free 7.
Chad.
The Mask-Free 7 podcast, by the way.
Already means downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did he tell anybody what show he might have been on this weekend, but they had to bump him because of the Israel and Hamas Palestinian conflict?
Yeah, the war that's been going on for 2,000 years bumped Chad off of the Fox News
because
Sunday morning.
They bombed the AP building, and the Associated Press maintains that they didn't know that Hamas had offices within the Associated Press building. Okay.
Right.
Okay. You know that Hamas are terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see how journalists were right there in the building and didn't know that a terrorist organization was operating within their building. If that's the case, they're horrible journalists.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the fact of the matter is they're just lying. So they bombed the AP building in Gaza.
I thought Trump fixed all this, didn't he?
He did until you get Sleepy Joe, who everyone thinks is a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
So
start bombing again.
The world is doing whatever they want because they've got no one. Because see, here's the thing with President Trump. He's just a little on the wacky level that you just never knew what Trump might do or might not do. And so everyone kind of walked a wide circle around President Trump. They didn't want to try him because they didn't exactly know what he might do. And that goes for China and North Korea and the Ruskies with Putin. And that goes for, the Middle East. If Trump got pissed and threatened, hey, listen, you guys need to make things happen. You need to make peace happen. Don't make me mad. I think they were worried that, Trump might just, go a little crazy.
Right.
You couldn't read the guy. Biden, he's not even awake.
He's not going to do anything.
He's not going to do anything.
Right.
Because he's a pushover. And they're not going to do anything. And so now all hell is breaking loose because we have no one strong at the helm to tell Israel and Hamas to knock the shiatsu off.
Right.
So now you have them bombing the crap out of each other and killing people. And they've been doing it for years. The Middle East. Thousands of years. Me personally, I think the Middle East is a giant, kitty litter box. Mm-hmm. I could care less about the Middle East. To do whatever you got to do. Bomb the holy hell out of it. They're constantly at each other's throats. And they're a pain in the side of America for years.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. The world is going to do whatever they want because they know that America doesn't have a strong leader to tell them to stop, to knock the crap off. Right. Dad is out to lunch and, mom is working full time. So no one's running the house.
Where's Hunter?
You know what I mean? Well, Hunter's put on some post-cocaine weight.
He has?
That's
because he's not doing cocaine,
he's
right?
He's got a gut on it. Did you see?
No.
Oof. When you stop smoking and stop doing drugs, people.
Does he still look like Chad?
He does. He's a little fatter. I don't know if you've ever noticed, if you've ever had a smoker in your life, but when my dad stopped the 3 packs a day, he started eating hard candy to kind of make up for that oral fixation, right? Mm-hmm. And he put on a crap ton of weight, like 30, 40 pounds. I think that's what happened.
So then he went back to smoking again.
I think that, no, he didn't. He never did. In fact, my dad was one of those guys. He stopped smoking and he was the worst kind of guy because then he couldn't stand the smell of it and he got angry at other people around him that were smoking.
So he's a born again Christian.
He was one of those guys, right? That would irritate the living crap out of you. But yeah, so here we are with with the situation with Chad. He was set to go on. I wish he would come
Fox
up
and
here.
Friends, Sunday morning.
Fox and Friends, yes. So Fox and Friends had him scheduled for yesterday morning at 7:45. They had to cancel at the last minute because of all the bombing that was going on in the Middle East.
Nothing looks better on TV than missiles exploding. I mean, that's
it looks
good.
like
that's
fireworks
good TV.
to me.
Yeah, when they're way out in the distance, you don't really see it real well. But
as long as it's not my building that's being blown to kingdom come, I'm okay with that. But no, Chad was supposed to be on. They canceled him because they had to cover all this Middle East stuff. And I just checked with him downstairs and he's like, yeah, they said that they would possibly contact me this week about the whole flack of being arrested for not putting on a mask at his son's baseball game,
June 2nd.
which was outside.
June 2nd. I Stand with Chad rally part 2.
Does he go back to court on June 2nd?
Yes.
So he was arraigned. He has to go back to court. We had the rally on Wednesday night. Some great footage came out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he has to go back. See, I just think this is a waste of time. Can't you just figure it out on the first court appearance? Why is it so hard to get things done on the first go round?
It's all drama.
It is all drama. It's a waste of time and money he's representing himself because he's
Chad.
he's an attorney.
Right.
That makes sense. Michelle said, I did sugar-free candy when I quit smoking. Yeah, my dad didn't do that. Tamara says, I keep taking my mask off in Wegmans when I'm in different aisles.
Yeah.
Really? What if you're in the beer aisle? Does it come off?
Yeah, that's about as brave as
Tamara,
I get.
I don't understand. Which aisle? In the coffee aisle? Do you take it off so you can smell the coffee?
No, like in the card aisle, nobody's there. As long as it's not a holiday,
Oh.
and you take a break and you go hang out.
See, I live for confrontation, so I just wait for people to say things to me.
Shocker, right?
I know. Hey, Kimberly's
I've avoided confrontation my whole life.
Kimberly's Revolution in the
Sure
We the
is.
People podcast network, brought to you by Rockvox Productions. Fitz over in Bushnell's Basin will set you up if you need a podcast or if you have a work-related deal that you think, hey, I might like to do a podcast or two. Rockvox Productions, they will set you up. We appreciate all of our sponsors, and we want you to support our sponsors. We need their support, and they need your support. So we thank you to Fantuzzo's Acupuncture. If you need a little loosening up and maybe you got migraines or fertility issues, highly recommend acupuncture. It is a great way to kind of fix yourself without, all the drugs. And also Precision Lawn and Garden, which is up in Webster. If your lawnmower crap the bed or you're looking to get a good deal on a snowblower because they're on sale now, talk to Justin and Kimberly. They will set you up. Precision Lawn and Garden in Webster. And then, of course, Express Sealers. They do driveways, Express Sealers. You can check them out. And their phone number, Express Sealers, 645-2010. And of course, Taylor Heating and Plumbing, call 500-HELP.
Yeah, I'm meeting with them tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
I got to write them a check to get the air conditioning put in the building here.
Yeah, because people were dripping on Friday night, weren't they?
Yeah, that
it's
was not
nice in
good.
here right now. I'm not hot right now. But
Well, you're always hot, Kimberly.
Right. Oh boy. So I'll venture into this conversation next, but
All right.
we want you, please support our sponsors. Again, because we really need them to support us. So Bill Gates.
Yes.
So we first find out when he goes to get a divorce from Melinda Gates. She had filed for divorce, that she'd actually been planning this for about 1.5 years, 2 years. It has been in the works, right?
Mhm.
We found out that he was allowed to have one long weekend with an old girlfriend from back in the day.
Apparently she got too old.
Apparently she got too old.
Right.
And then he started seeing a Microsoft engineer. Huh.
Well, at least it's good table conversation between the two of them.
He started. So now, and a spokesperson for Bill Gates responding to a report in the Wall Street Journal that Gates's resignation from Microsoft board of directors, that basically he was forced out. And they said, listen, we're going to have to investigate this whole fling that you have had with Microsoft employees, specifically the long-term affair that you had with an engineer that goes back to the early 2000s. And see, now here's the problem. Now he's pissed his soon-to-be ex-wife off. Now she's embarrassed. So now she's going back and she has hired the top trust lawyer in the country because the children of Bill Gates, and he has 3, were set to get $10 million.
10 million, that's it?
Bill Gates is worth $133 billion.
Well, so is Mrs. Gates now.
Each of the kids was only set to get, and I know it's just a measly
It's just
10 million.
10
It's
million.
just 10 million. What are you going to do? Yeah, but seriously, hey kids, here's $5. Don't spend it all in one place.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what 10 million is to Bill Gates,
Yeah,
right?
to my kids, that is $5.
She has gone back to a trust lawyer because now he has embarrassed her because he couldn't keep his hand out of the cookie jar.
Mm-hmm.
You don't crap where you eat. Haven't we all heard all the euphemisms, about sleeping with coworkers? You don't do it. because it's going to end poorly and someone's going to get embarrassed or someone is going to file a sexual harassment lawsuit. Cuomo, right? What do these guys like Bill Gates and Cuomo and the Harvey Weinsteins of the world don't get? I mean, there are millions of women that you could possibly, you'll be at your beck and call. You can pay them. They're called prostitutes. It's the world's oldest, job.
Governor Pataki tried that. That didn't work out so well for him.
No, it wasn't Pataki.
He was the prostitute guy.
No, it wasn't Pataki. It was the guy after. It was the guy.
Oh.
It wasn't Pataki.
How many guys have we had? It was
governors?
a Cuomo. It was a Cuomo, and then it was a Pataki, and then it was a Cuomo again, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. There was one in between, and I forget his name.
Well, there was the guy that was like blind or deaf or something.
Yeah, but there was the guy before him.
Spitzer.
There you go,
That's
Austin.
it. Thank you,
Spitzer.
Austin. Yeah, I knew. See, there was one in between. It wasn't Pataki. It was Spitzer that was hiring the prostitutes.
All right.
But at least he wasn't harassing women in the workplace, right? Figure it out. You can't. Now, you giving me a little, I'm not offended by anything, but I am one of the few and far between people out there of either gender, they, them, him, she, all those stupid pronouns. I'm never offended by anything. You could say, hey, you look pretty today, and I wouldn't take that any other way than, hey, you look pretty today.
That's okay, Ginger.
I'm not a ginger anymore, but.
You're always a ginger once a ginger.
So Bill Gates, worth all this money, has now embarrassed his longtime wife. Now he's going to pay for it dearly.
He doesn't care.
Just get divorced and then bang
Tiger
anything
Woods
you want.
Care. Nobody cares. You think these guys really care? Donald Trump didn't care. Tiger Woods didn't care.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Bill Gates doesn't care.
Don't get married and you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You can sleep with as many women you want. You can do as many things as you want besides harass your employees. That's never okay. You can never touch them unwarranted. You can never kiss them unwarranted. You can't make people feel bad, right?
Mm-hmm. So be Elon Musk then, right?
He's married.
He's married?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was married.
He is married. He has a couple of kids from a prior relationship, and she's kind of weird, but he's kind of weird. So they fit together, you know? Yeah. So they fit
Peanut
together.
butter and jelly.
But I thought that was, you figure out these guys. And
I thought it was the figure out these girls that was the problem. I thought it was.
It's not a girl issue.
Oh,
it's a guy with power. So see, now that you're doing the podcast,
so it's a little red Corvette issue.
Is it?
I don't know. Seems that way.
There a lot of marriages. You go through tough times. You try to make it through, right?
No, you never had an issue.
Never had issues.
Nope. 30-something years.
Really?
Yeah. Not one.
But your wife is beautiful.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But
sure.
Never thought, hey.
Money was the only issue. We were dirt poor. Other than that,
you grow from that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spitzer says, Barbara says, I thought he wasn't going to leave them anything. Oh, the Microsoft kids. No, I think that was Steve Jobs. I think Steve Jobs wasn't going to leave his kids anything.
Guy?
The Apple guy. But the kids of Bill Gates were supposed to get 10 million apiece. Now she is going to up it when the trust attorney is, she's going to bat. I know, right?
50 million, 100 million,
right.
$1 billion.
Right. Exactly.
Whatever.
Okay. So, there were 8 shootings on Saturday.
Yeah, I heard
8 shootings in the city on Saturday. On Friday night, there was a really bad guy, in the back seat of a car that was pulled over on Lyle. Last night, there were fires set in the street. But on Friday night, I guess it was early Saturday morning, probably about 4:30 in the morning, there had been shots fired that Spot Shotter had caught there. And if you're watching from another part of the country, they have these things on light poles that can detect gunfire in really bad areas of the city, which is all over the city,
right?
Right. And so Spot Shotter had caught a couple of gunshots go off. They had talked to people in the neighborhood. That people in the neighborhood described the car. Shortly thereafter, they pull over this car. The video has been released. It's a 41-minute video.
I saw most of it from I saw Rachel Barnhart tweeted it, so I watched some of it there.
You really can't see much. I mean, for about 5 or 6 minutes, it seems that everything is going okay.
The guy
right?
in the front seat was pretty cool about it.
He had his hands up. He had his hands on his lap like this.
Mhm.
The Puerto Rican girl that was driving the car gets out of the car. She's apparently pregnant. She was having issues.
Mhm.
There's a guy in the back seat. The guy in the back seat is a guy named Mark Gaskell. 8 years ago, Mark Gaskell and a couple of other guys thought it might be a good idea to rob and beat a woman, and they beat her with a mallet, right?
Like
and
one of those rubber hammers.
yeah, like who carries a mallet around?
Yeah.
So this is a guy that's a predicate felon.
Well, they didn't want to dent her head too bad.
8 years later, he's in the back of a cop car, or he's in the back of a car that's pulled
Right.
over by the cops. Everything is going swimmingly. Cops are being nice,
Mhm.
respectful, having conversation with the guy in the front seat,
Right.
who again has his hands
Right.
on his lap the entire time. Both hands.
Mhm.
You can see it on the dash cam video. Then the guy in the back seat, they ask him to get out of the car, and he's moving around
Because he knows he's got something.
because he has a gun. They see the gun,
Yeah.
and it's unclear if he fired the gun or if it was but he had a gun. Instead of getting out of the car or saying, officers, I just want to tell you, I have a weapon. I'm not going to touch
Right.
it. Can I please get out of the car?
Well, I'm sure it was registered to him.
Yes,
Right.
I'm sure it was registered,
Mhm.
right? They always are. But so that was Friday night. And again, the description of the man not given except for finally his name. The
Okay.
description on Saturday night, and we were wondering, okay, what's going on? There's no looting, there's no rioting, there's no protesting,
Mhm.
there's no peace, no.
And you really can't
there's no
see him
peace.
from the video. You really can't see into the back seat, I don't think, to see
Right.
what he.
Because
When the shots went off, the officer retreated.
he's a
and-
mixture of
right.
white and Hispanic,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
No looting. Nothing went on at all. There were 8 shootings on Saturday total. Does that blow anyone away? 8 shootings in the city on Saturday.
Okay.
So I figure they must have been really tired from the shootings and really couldn't, So they set these really lame ass fires. And
They had a festival.
that's the name of our show
It
today.
wasn't a
is-
riot. It was a festival.
It was a festival. See, setting a fire in a street to us in the suburbs. Do we have a picture of that, Austin? There it is.
Right.
There's a fire that a firefighter was putting out, but the firefighters had to retreat and leave all their equipment because they were getting threatened with violence. You know what I'd say? I'd say we're just going to let your street and your buildings burn.
Yeah, but they were just little piles in the middle of the
Yeah,
street.
they were really little piles
mean-
in the middle of the street. We call that a bonfire in the suburbs, people.
Yeah.
In the country, that's a bonfire.
In the winter, on the street corner, that's where you start singing the barber shop.
Right,
mean, that
exactly.
was-
You keep warm.
That's an outdoor event.
I'm a little disappointed at the street fire. Again, we call that a bonfire in the country. Come on out and see us, and we'll.
Yeah.
And you were a little disappointed they weren't burning things down. If you're going to
Yeah.
burn shit down, burn it
Yeah,
down.
let's go.
That is a half-ass fire right there. That is a lame-ass fire. That
I
is all
agree.
I've got to say.
I agree.
But Lovely Warren's budget, the mayor of Rochester, her budget came out.
Yeah, I saw that.
What is it? Like
She defunded the police.
by 4.7 million.
Right.
Right? Isn't that? And she wants to give 5 million
Well, how many officers?
to the police
How many
accountability board.
officers magically retired in the last year?
It has been a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It has been a lot. So you see the fire and the shenanigans that went on. We see all the violence that is going on. It's a $560.8 million budget for the city of Rochester. The city council members will have to vote on it. What we do understand is that the police are getting defunded to the tune of 5.7 million, and the police accountability board is getting 5 million.
Oh, there you go.
So you figure that one out. Where's the
Sure.
money going? The money is going away from the police
And into the donors' pockets
And
of the
into-
Democratic Party.
and into the police accountability board.
Right. Some non-for-profit.
Right. So they're cutting the police force money.
All
And
right.
I say that's fine when there's 8 shootings in the city and there's no one to help. I don't want to hear anyone in the city crying about it. I don't want to hear the mayor out crying about it. I don't want to hear any of the city council members out crying about it. And if there's major violence in the city, I would suggest calling the police accountability board members to come clean up the mess. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would seem like the thing to do. I looked at that and I thought, I cannot believe that.
Yeah, I mean, the whole police accountability boards. I mean, it's all. Politics should not be a part of this. And when you mix politics with public safety, that's always a bad idea.
You have people on the police accountability board that hate the police,
right?
That hate
makes
the
no
police.
sense. So what do you think they're going to say?
It is a ridiculous set of circumstances that they're getting that much cash out of the taxpayer money.
Yeah, they're going to go buy their own mansions.
I mean, you're paying for the police accountability fund. You're paying for money to go in their pocket and money to be taken away from the RPD. Is that what you want?
Apparently.
I mean, I hate to see what's going to happen in the coming months. I think it's going to be a really ugly summer.
It's going to be more retiring officers is what it's going to be.
Right. And I know some of those retiring officers are going out to Greece. They're going to the Monroe County Sheriff. They're going to Gates.
Yeah, good for them.
Anything to get out of the city, right? They're going.
Take your pension and go start a new job.
Some of the younger ones might be trying to get on with the New York State Police. Anything to get out from under, Mayor Lovely Warren.
Well, their hands are tied anyways. I mean, when they pull somebody over, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
When they pull somebody over, something like this happens.
I mean,
just don't pull anybody over.
It's disgusting to see 8 shootings in a city in a matter of hours on a Saturday. Don't you think? I mean, it is. All right. So Kimberly's Revolution, funded by and produced by Rockvox Productions. We appreciate them. You always do. Now we have the Just Tom take.
Just Tom, one good take.
Just Tom, one good take.
Okay.
What do you got?
I got to put my glasses on.
You do?
Yeah, this has to go with Kimberly.
You got to get those bifocal contacts.
Yeah. This goes.
I love them. I never take them out.
These are my dollar store glasses because I'm cheap as hell. This goes to Kimberly's picture. Austin, can we put up Kimberly's picture of her ginger outfit?
Oh, my pageant queen outfit.
Okay.
Come on, get it right.
Okay, this is 10 traits that make redheads so special.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you know the total population in the world of redheads? What the total population is roughly?
There aren't many of us.
1 to 2%.
Really?
1 to 2%.
I so special.
Do you know what the fear of redheads is? It's an actual phobia.
Like agoraphobia, like the Netflix show I was telling you about?
Yeah, there's a phobia, fear of redheads.
We'll whack you, man.
It's called ginger phobia.
Seriously, it is. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You're not joshing me.
Are redheads mutants? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. The
No,
the MC1R gene that redheads have produces melanin.
Yeah.
Which is the with the skin and the freckles.
Right. And the light color. Yeah. We don't have a lot of the melanin, right?
Did you know that?
So I'm a mutant.
You are a mutant.
Wolverine.
Well, we've always known you were a mutant.
Wait, Austin, is Wolverine a mutant?
He is a mutant.
Okay, thank you.
Kind of like
I'm going to go to our expert in the room, Austin.
Kind of like our white cat that had one blue eye.
It's a mutant gene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So redheads have a mutant gene.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did you
know
that redheaded men are less likely to get prostate cancer?
I did not. They're kind of hot.
Yeah.
Although I've never dated a redheaded guy.
Okay. These are yes or no answers.
Okay.
Do redheads attract bees? Yes or no?
Because we're sweet like honey. I don't know. Yes.
The answer is yes, but it's not anything to do with the
Our
color.
smell?
It's bees like the color red, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Like hummingbirds.
Okay, so redheads, yes or no, have a low pain tolerance.
No, I think we have a really good pain tolerance.
No. Redheads have
Reds.
a
red.
very low pain tolerance because you're more susceptible to pain because the anesthetic does not absorb very well into
You know
your
what?
body.
That would make sense. They always have to really just
Yeah.
numb me up like crazy because it
Right.
takes forever to numb me up. When
Right.
I'm in the dentist.
I'm getting to that. That's in here.
Oh, it is?
Do redheads have more or less hair?
I'd say it looks like we have a lot of hair, but we don't.
Correct. That's the exact answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it because of the color.
Right.
Yeah.
But you
It
do
looks
not
like I have a
more hair.
lot of hair, but I don't have a lot of hair. I just tease it, girls. I
Are
just
redheads
tease it.
more likely to be left-handed? Yes or no?
I'm going to say yes, because I'm ambidextrous and my father was left-handed.
He's ambidextrous. Okay. The answer is yes.
Yes.
Because the recessive trait that causes the redheadedness is also is something that
Has to do with the left-handed.
left-handed.
Okay.
Right.
So I will tell you on every single report card, because I could do things with my left or right, I also can't tell my left apart from my right. So if someone tells me in my brain, if you tell me to turn right, I will immediately go left.
Okay.
I think my brain's screwed up.
Where is the largest percentage of redheaded people in the world?
Ireland,
Ireland. And what's the other place?
Scotland.
Scotland. And
Which-
what percentage of the population in Ireland and Scotland are redheads?
Remember,
Remember, it's 1 to 2% worldwide.
okay, 1%.
No, in Scotland and Ireland, it's between 20 and 30%.
Okay,
of the
see, I can't
population is
do
redhead.
those percentages and
Right.
fractions.
Okay, now this is the thing.
I can, as a realtor, figure out my commission.
This is part of the experiment today. Are redheads more sensitive to cold?
I'm going to say no.
The answer is yes. That they,
Maybe because I've been living in Rochester
that
so long.
the
That's-
MC1R gene
Mhm.
makes you feel colder. It overactivates a temperature detecting gene.
Really?
That's why I gave you the frozen water.
I
to
get
see-
hot flashes.
to see if you were that.
I
Okay, we already discussed. Are redheads afraid to go to the dentist? And the answer is yes,
Yeah,
because they're more
'Cause they hurt you.
susceptible to pain,
they hurt you.
and redheads have more anxiety.
Well, that is true.
Okay,
I
now
used to have panic attacks that were horrible.
Okay, and the last thing, do you know that they have holidays to congratulate redheads?
Do they give us money? Because we should make that a thing.
There's 3 countries that have holidays for redheads.
Get out. And
Yeah.
the US isn't one of them.
No, in
Bastards.
Germany it's in September, and in the Netherlands it's in August, and in Italy it's in May. So they have a holiday.
How many
for
redheads do you know in Italy? Seriously. It's like, how
Apparently a
many
lot.
blondes are there in Italy? Right?
Right.
Everyone has
So
black hair.
I learned a whole bunch about redheads today.
Only because I am actually a legit
Miss Sassafras, 1981.
real redhead. Sassafras. Miss Chicken Feed, Miss Cow Dung,
Right.
whatever it is. But your phone's ringing,
I
or is
know
that
it
the
is.
bat phone? All right, that is going to do it for today's Kimberly's Revolution. We really thank our sponsors. We hope that you support them. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts. You can also watch us on YouTube on the We the People podcast network on YouTube. You can also watch under Kimberly's Revolution on YouTube. We are on Facebook. We are trying to get to as many platforms as we can. Austin, thank you. We got through a Monday.
Big show tomorrow.
Yes. So what are we doing
we have
tomorrow?
we
Tell
have a
us.
guest tomorrow
He's a millionaire, right? He's a real life
he
millionaire.
trades cryptocurrency. So we're excited to hear his inside take
Yeah.
on the funny money.
So he's like a national crypto guy.
Mhm.
And then do we have like a local guy?
we
that-
have a local guy.
yeah. And who's that guy?
He's running for school board. I met him Friday night. He's
Right.
running for school board in Spencerport. So he's going to come in and he mines cryptocurrency in his house with his computers.
In Irondequoit.
And he lives, Spencerport, I assume.
Spencerport. Okay.
Yeah. So he's going to come in and talk about how you can mine crypto on your computer.
How much does he make a month?
He says somewhere maybe like $1,500 a month.
Just by doing nothing.
Yeah. Just by
Just running his computer.
setting up your computers to mine crypto.
That's fascinating to me.
Yeah. Bitcoin.
That is really fascinating to me. Dogecoin.
Dogecoin,
Yeah, which is down today.
which is
Which means that we lost
yeah.
money in my household.
it was down this weekend. It's a little up today.
I didn't even have a say in Dogecoin.
Yeah.
All I heard was we're gonna do it,
The legend just showed up.
and then the money went away out of the. We were just have you talked to Fox?
The legend of Chad Hummel.
Chad. Yeah. Have you talked to Fox?
I just stopped in to see how you guys were doing.
I hollered at you down the hall a second ago.
How's your show going?
We're just getting ready to wrap up.
You got the door open. You a little hot in here?
No, I'm
She's
comfortable.
a redhead, so yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm a legit redhead. Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't see that? Yeah.
Fox News contacted me over the weekend. Fox and Friends producer contacted me. I think it was Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And they had initially requested that I come on Fox and Friends Sunday morning.
Right.
So once I had nailed down those details of a time,
Come over here and so people can see you. Come over here and share my
Uh-oh.
microphone. Come over here and share my microphone.
Careful.
There you
we're
go.
sharing mics.
Yeah, share my
We don't have masks on. We're not socially distanced.
Bumping mics.
I don't smell. I don't smell.
I'm a little nervous.
I don't smell.
You
But
should
yeah, no,
be.
Fox and Friends called, and then unfortunately they contacted me back late Saturday night and said that they had to bump me for Middle East coverage. They had to bring on a Middle East expert
Some
in the
missiles.
time slot. Yeah, I mean, what's more important? Missiles being lobbed back and forth between Israel and the Palestinians, or me getting arrested?
I
mean, come on.
Clearly. I mean, listen, that's every day in the Middle East.
Yeah.
That is every day in the Middle East.
Well,
All right. So
that's me every day.
All right.
Getting in trouble. So
I know. So we talked about that. We'll talk about that on Wednesday.
I stand
When
with
you
Chad.
June
June 2nd.
When's your show start?
Yeah, when does your
When
show?
are you doing your show?
I'm waiting for somebody to give me a show name. that I can
For
run
God's
with.
sakes, I gave you a name. What do you want me to do? You want me to like carve it out in stone for you too?
I'm thinking 59 minutes.
What
I like 59 minutes.
59 minutes?
Yeah,
I'll let Tom explain further.
because the 1 minute left in the world comes to an end in the doomsday clock.
I dig it.
Yeah, so
59
59
minutes?
minutes.
Okay. That's a good name. Yeah, it's a thought. He's got a lot of thoughts,
It's a
guys.
stupid name.
He's got a lot of thoughts. All right, that's going to do it for Kimberly's Revolution. We appreciate our sponsors. Please support them so they can support us. Fantuzzo's Acupuncture,
Yes.
Precision Lawn and Garden, Taylor Heating and Plumbing, Express Sealers. And we are back tomorrow at 2, same time.
Crypto.
Crypto is what we're going to talk about. As you
Crypto.
always say,
God bless. Be kind to others.
Rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service. All we do, call Taylor.